What happens when two of the most unpredictable leaders on Earth decide to meet in Alaska to talk about ending a war and nuclear weapons? Yeah, sounds like the start of a Tom Clancy novel, but it's happening this Friday. Russian President Vladimir Putin just praised the Trump administration's energetic push to stop the war in Ukraine, and he even hinted the U.S. and Russia might cut a deal on nuclear arms control, something we haven't seen in over a decade. The summit is a high-stakes one-on-one between Trump and Putin, deep in the icy quiet of Alaska, and no, this isn't a tourism ad. For context, the U.S. and Russia have been bound by the New START treaty since 2011, limiting both nations' nuclear arsenals. But here's the twist, that treaty expires in February 2026. So this meeting isn't just about peace in Ukraine, it could reshape global nuclear strategy. Putin, speaking from the Kremlin, claimed America's efforts to end the war are sincere, but sincerity in geopolitics? That's about as rare as a TSA agent in a good mood. Trump's already turned up the pressure. Earlier this month, he ordered 2 nuclear submarines to quietly park near Russia. Why? Because Dmitry Medvedev, Russia's former president and now Security Council VP, went on one of his social media rants about nuclear war. Trump's response was basically, just in case he's not kidding. Now here's where it gets tense. Trump says he believes Putin is ready to make a deal to end the war. The plan? Friday's meeting could pave the way for a second, even bigger summit, potentially with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the table. But Trump hinted there will be give and take on boundaries and land, and you can hear the alarm bells in Kiev from here. And speaking of Kiev, neither Ukraine nor Europe was invited to Friday's talks. That's like planning a surprise birthday party for someone without inviting them. European leaders scrambled to get Trump's ear Wednesday night, urging him not to cut a deal behind Ukraine's back. The format for Friday is set, a private one-on-one between Trump and Putin with interpreters, followed by a business lunch. If things go well, a joint press conference will follow, but if not, Trump says he'll just do his own press conference and head out to Classic. Here's the wild card. Putin's bringing his A-team, including Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, Defense Minister Andrei Belousov, and Finance Minister Anton Siluanov. That signals this isn't just optics, real bargaining chips are on the table. The fear? A secret handshake deal that ends the war but leaves Ukraine with painful territorial losses. The hope? A breakthrough on both peace and nuclear arms before the clock runs out on New START. So, will this be the beginning of the end for the Ukraine war? Or the start of a new Cold War chapter? Guess we'll find out in the Alaskan chill. If you want the real story, not the headlines, as this drama unfolds, hit subscribe now. Because whatever happens in Alaska on Friday, it's going to make history.